Let's be addicted to TFT to wait for all the big update 13.13. Before entering, please give me a like and a sub. First of all, changes to the gameplay. Base stage 4. Damage 5 down to 4. Reducing the health loss of the summoned beast will help the player maintain a safe level of health so he can choose between being 8 and 9, or search at level 7 and 8. In fact, if you lose all 5 round 4, you will only keep 5 more health. But 5 health is still important, so that you can calmly handle the immediate situation or the lying phase, but still have less negative numbers. The opponent is also an advantage. House Light Shield. Tick rate for all stats, 1 increase to 2 seconds. Health per tick, 1% increase, 2% max health. Most people playing this map will wear House Light Shield for the rear or worse, leave it outside to avoid a bad defeat. Then Riot decided to buff the healing in the front line and reduce the stack time a bit, so that it is not advisable for you to own a carry with a huge amount of damage. In general, the rebalancing of equipment, so that everyone will give Light Shield to tankers. Anyway, having a super tank to let the team behind deal damage is also quite stable. Next we come to the traits changes. Challenger to increase milestones 6 and 8. Attack speed increased from 90 to 125%, to 995 to 140%. Ionia hit 9 bonus stats increased from 300 to 325%. Slayer deals double damage when enemies below 60% are increased to below 75% health. Strategy: Year Landmark Shield increased from 700 to 800. AP increased at 4 and 5 from 4560 to 5070. Targon Heal and Shield increased 18/30/50% increased by 20/40/70%. Void Rift Herald Void Charge Base Damage 180 increased by 225. Baron Nashor Base Health 1050 reduced by 1000 Voracious Bite damage, 1000 reduced by 666. Shurima 3, 5. The Heal Pulse and Ascension now happen together. 7. Now also boosts Ascension bonuses by plus 20%. 9. Now additionally ascends a second time after 8 seconds plus Ascension bonuses. Plus 125% reduced to plus 25% plus total Ascension power. 225% increase by 260%. Piltover T-Hex Health per power reduced from 80 to 65. Base armor and MR reduced from 20 to 15. Now gains a heap of bonus stats at 100 power, 14 loss streak, rather than 70, 11, 12 loss streak. Changes to the gift can be seen on the screen. In general, with this dinosaur balance, Riot wants you to consider selling dinosaurs for gifts, instead of keeping T-Hex with a blow to clear the enemy squad. In general, with this dinosaur balance, Riot wants you to consider selling dinosaurs for gifts, instead of keeping T-Hex with a blow to clear the enemy squad. Hextech Exoskeleton Armor and Magic Resistance, reduced from 33 to 30. Robotic Arm, chance to proc, increased from 33% to 60%. Overcharged True Damage, increased from 40% to 50%. Virulent Bioware, damage increase, 25% is 20%. The next part I'm sure people are also very interested in is the changes to units. Units 1 and 2 gold. Kale, on hit damage, from 2840-60 to 3344-66. Tristana 4-star, attacks per megashot increased from 8 to 10. Protect damage, from 180-270-405 to 190-285-430. Protect shield power, increased at 3 stars from 275 to 325. Ash, AD percent, increased from 110% to 125/125/130%. Galio, damage reduction, at 3 stars from 20% to 25%. Set, Ionia bonus, health from 180 to 200. Teemo, magic damage reduced from 210, 315, 485, 485 to 200, 300, 465, 465. Kled, self-shield, reduced from 40% to 30% max HP. Talia, magic damage reduced from 160, 240, 375 to 150, 225, 350. Boulder damage reduced at 3 stars from 300 to 290. Units, Tier 3. Echo, heal percent, 30% reduced to 20%. Garen base attacks per spin reduced from 2 to 1.8. Attack speed per spin increased from 0.5 to 0.55. Spin ratio reduced from 70-75-80 to 70-72-75. Sona. Magic damage reduced from 115-175-285 to 105-155-255. Attack speed granted increased from 25/30/40% to 30/35/40%. Tarek. Max mana buff reduced from 41/100ths to 40/90ths. Units. Tier 4. Aphelios. Chakram AD ratio reduced from 10/10/40% to 8/8/40%. Kaisa. Max mana buff 50/120ths down to 40/110ths. Fixed a bug where Kaisa could gain mana during her spellcast. Gwen. HP increased from 900 to 1000. Snip. Damage increased from 95/14400 to 100/15500. Sejuani. 3-star benchmark damage increased from 5 to 10%. Magic damage increased from 150/225 1000 to 160/240 1200. Shen. Magic damage increased from 225/355 1600 to 240/360 Ali shield damage increased from 250/350 1500 to 275/350 1800. Zeri. AD ratio reduced from 65/65 100% to 50/50 100%. Surge overcharge duration increased from 5 to 6 seconds. Kills no longer reset the duration of surge. Units. Tier 5. Aatrox. HP increased from 1000 to 1100. Belveth. HP increased from 1000 to 1100. Max mana buff reduced from 0/70ths to 0/55ths. Rise. Bandle City. Mana changed from 40/90ths to 50/75ths. New. If there are no units left on your bench, Rise summons a random high-cost unit from the shop. Rise. Shadow Isles. Rework. Now marks the strongest January 1st 10 allies' souls to be reclaimed by the Shadow Isles. After they die, they return to the battlefield with 40/60/100% of their maximum health. If all living allies are already marked, Rise instead resurrects a deceased ally. Rise cannot resurrect himself. Rise. Piltover. Max mana buff reduced from 41/110ths to 30/100ths. Targets his current target, Dyrus target's largest clump. Rise. Targon. Stun removed and replaced with a brief 0.25s knockup. Now let's move on to items. Change items. Bramble Vest damage cooldown 2.5 Seki reduced to 2 Seki. Chalice of Power starting mana increased from 30 to 45. Magic resistance increased from 20 to 45. AP reduced from 25 to 20. Guinsu's Rageblade. Base attack speed increased from 10% to 18%. Attack speed gain per attack reduced from 5% to 4%. Ionic Spark. Mana ratio. Shock reduced from 185% to 160%. Jeweled Gauntlet AP increased from 25 to 30. Last Whisper. Armor Shred duration reduced from 5 sec to 3 sec. Protector's Vow. Armor and MR granted reduced from 35 to 25. Spear of Shojin. Starting mana increased from 15 to 30. AP increased from 15 to 25. Zeke's Herald. AD to Wearer increased from 10% to 25%. AS reduced from 20% to 15%. Change Radiant items. Bramble Vest. Radiant. Damage cooldown increased from 1.5 sec to 2 sec. Chalice of Power. Radiant. Starting mana increased from 15 to 45. MR increased from 20 to 45. Edge of Night. Radiant. As on proc increased from 40% to 50%. Gargoyle Stoneplate. Radiant. Base armor and MR increased from 20 to 30. Guardbreaker. Radiant. Bonus damage reduced from 70% to 50%. Guinsu's Rageblade. Radiant. Base AS increased from 25% to 30%. As per auto, reduced from 10% to 8%. Jeweled Gauntlet. Radiant. AP increased from 50 to 55. Quicksilver. Radiant. AS reduced from 70% to 50%. Runan's Hurricane. Radiant. AD increased from 20% to 30%. Shroud of Stillness. Radiant. HP increased from 250 to 400. Team starting mana increased from 15 to 25. Spear of Shojin. Radiant. Starting mana increased from 15 to 30. AD, increased from 10% to 25%. Titan's Resolve, Radiant, A's, reduced from 30% to 20%. Zeke's Herald, Radiant, base HP, increased from 150 to 300. Base AD, increased from 10% to 35%. Ace, reduced from 50% to 35%. Zephyr, Radiant, HP, increased from 150 to 300. Change items Ornn. Anima Visage, HP, increased from 250 to 500. Deathfire Grasp, debuff duration from 6 sec to 8 sec. Eternal Winter, attack slow, reduced from 30% to 20%. Health, increased from 150 to 500. Infinity Force, health, increased from 200 to 250. Sniper's Focus, attack speed, reduced from 40% to 15%. Bug fix, no longer a unique item. We'll finally get to the augments changes. Buried Treasure 123. All tiers grant 1 gold with each item. Now starts granting items the round the augment is selected. Teaming Up 123. Replaced with Seeing Double 123. Seeing Double 1. Gain a random item made from 2 of the same component and 5 gold. Seeing Double 2. Gain a random item made from 2 of the same component and 8 gold. Seeing Double 2. Gain a random item made from 2 of the same component and 8 gold. Built Different and Double Trouble are now independent of each other. If one is present, the other will not appear in the next selection. Balanced Budget. Gold increased from 4610 to 5812. Battle Ready. Damage reduction from 4710% to 368%. Partial Ascension Damage. Increase. Reduced from 33% to 30%. Final Ascension. Base damage. Reduced from 18% to 15%. Giant Grab Bag. Gold, reduced from 18 to 15. Knowledge Download 123. XP increased from 1222.36 to 1624.40. It pays to learn 2-3. XP in gold, increased from 1420 to 1824. Medium Forge. Gold, reduced from 12 to 10. Small Forge. Gold, reduced from 8 to 6. Latent Forge. Number of rounds increased from 7 to 8. Money. Gold increased from 916.22 to 1220.30. Rolling for days. 1, 2, 3. Free rerolls. Increased from 10:18.25 to 14:21.35. Tiny Power. 1, 2, 3. AP, AD, AS. Increased from 5:8.11 to 8:11.18. Training Reward 1, 2, 3. Gold. Increased from 5:13.18 to 7:15.24. Well-Earned Comforts 2. HP per item. Increased from 90 to 111. Well-Earned Comforts 3. AS reduced from 10% to 8%. All Natural 1. HP. Increased from 75 to 120. Army Building. Turns before second duplicator. From 8 to 7. Bronze Tickets. Rolls per free roll. Reduced from 5 to 4. Component Buffet. Now also grants a random component. Jeweled Lotus 1. Crit Chance. Tang 2 25%, Lane 50%. On a roll. Limited to 2 free rolls per round. Red Buff. Burn Duration. Reduced from 8 sec to 5 sec. Unburdened 1. Attack Speed. Reduced from 35% to 30%. Unified Resistance 1. Armor and Magic Resistance. Reduced from 25 to 20. Unified Resistance 2. Armor and Magic Resistance. Reduced from 35 to 30. Spoils of War. Drop Chance. Increased from 20-33 40% to 25-35 45%. Spoils of War 3. Major loot drops occur slightly faster. A Cut Above. Chance to drop gold. Reduced from 50 to 40%. Adrenaline Rush. Max damage. Reduced from 30 to 25%. Combat Master. Shield value. Reduced from 100, 130, 160, 190 to 90, 115, 145, 170. Ancient Archives 1-2. Gold. Increased from 2-3 to 3-5. Built Different 2. Attack Speed. Reduced from 35, 45, 55, 65% to 30, 35, 40, 50%. Built Different 3. Attack Speed. Reduced from 40, 50, 65, 75% to 35, 40, 45, 55%. Caretaker's Favor. Gain a component anvil when you reach level 5, 6, 7, and 8. Caretaker's Chosen. Reworked. As you level, gain more powerful items. At level 4, gain a component anvil. At level 6, gain a completed item anvil. At level 8, open a radiant item armory. Dueling Gunners. Gunner. Attack speed reduced from 15% to 10%. Attack speed per stack, reduced from 3% to 2%. Early education, starting ability power increased from 10 to 15. Frequent flyer, rerolls reduced from 14 to 10. Gifts from the Fallen, stats given, reduced from 5 to 4. Glacial Breeze, Freljord, HP Shield, reduced from 20% to 15%. Idealism, bonus damage, reduced from 18% to 13%. Infusion, mana per 5 sec, increased from 15 to 20. Jeweled Lotus 2, crit chance, increased from 10% to 15%. Long Distance Pals 2, stat share, reduced from 35% to 30%. Loving Invocation, ability power per cast, reduced from 3 to 2.5. Martyr, HP heal, reduced from 12% to 10%. Medium End Shopping now grants 3 gold. Morning Light, heal, reduced from 60% to 40%. Overcharged mana, starting bonus mana, reduced from 20 to 10. Takedown bonus mana, reduced from 30 to 20. Pandora's Items 2, grants 2 item components change into grants 1 completed item. Ravenous Hunter, a P and AD per stack, increased from 3 to 6. Max stacks, increased from 25 to 50. Return on investment, rerolls to activate, reduced from 25 to 22. Sentinel's Spirit, Ionia, attack speed, reduced from 20% to 15%. Scrappy Inventions, now converts a maximum of 4 components to temporary items. Scoped Weapons attack speed, increased from 12% to 15%. Shimmer Inventors, attack speed per 10 gold, increased from 5% to 8%. Max attack speed, increased from 50% to 40%. Stable Evolution, bonus HP per star level, reduced from 100 to 80. Bonus AD, AP per star level, reduced from 10 to 8. Stars Are Born, additionally grants 3 gold. Stellacorn's Blessing, attack speed, increased from 30% to 45%. The Boss, attack speed and AP per sit-up increased from 20 to 30. Tons of stats, HP and stats, reduced from 66 and 6 to 55 and 5. Total Domination, base execute, increased from 6% to 8%. Execute per stack, reduced from 2% to 1%. 2 Healthy, HP per unit, reduced from 125 to 111. Trade Sector, grants 2 gold. Birthday Presents, additionally grants 1 gold when you level up. New, Endless Hordes, gain +3 maximum team size, but your units can only hold 1 item, and their total health is reduced by 40%. Gain 2 gold. Final Reserves, gold, increased from 25 to 40. Hedge Fund, gold boost from, increased from 1827.40 to 2232.44. Living Forge, gives Ornn item anvil instead of a random Ornn artifact. Lucky Gloves, reduce some of the less desirable combinations from Lucky Gloves rolls. March of Progress, starting XP, reduced from 10 to 3. Starter Kit, no longer grants a component. Wandering, Trainer Gold, 1 plus 4. What the Forge, HP per artifact, 100 towers 160. Recently, all 13.13
Đấy rồi,
updates.
nhảy xuống vai sao trên nó,
Synthesize 2
rồi rồi.
pages of
Tên
clans,
bài là chuẩn bị đi không?
3 pages of
Tên
generals,
bài là chuẩn bị đi,
each
chuẩn bị
type of
hashtag đi.
equipment 1 page.
Mình sẽ đợi cái lúc nào á,
6
mà con vào
upgrade
chậm nha,
pages,
rồi mình nâng lên được
not
nhảy
to
xuống vai sao.
mention 3 more
Tại
error
vì đây là có kinh
correction
nghiệm cho mọi người
pages.
á.
I
Nếu
will
mà mình
put
nâng
it
lên
on
xấu
your
quá thì người ta
screen
thấy
so
á,
you
người ta sẽ
can
đầu hàng
pause
luôn.
to read it
Còn
carefully.
đợi vào chọn như này á thì người ta phải chắc chắn là bắt với mình rồi, đúng không? Chứ hồi trước á là mình lên được Yasuo hoặc là tướng 5 vàng bay sao sớm quá này mà, người ta thấy là đầu hàng luôn, hại cốt lắm. Ui, hashtag kìa, ác chưa? Lướt kìa này mà, lướt kìa, thấy không? Lướt không? Hashtag nè, lướt nè, ui, chắc nè, lướt nè.
If everyone loves addicted to TFT's
Mà con AF
video,
đúng đó là nó sẽ bị
don't
trúng đòn
forget
luôn,
to leave
là
a
đi luôn á.
like, share and subscribe,
Một cái vị
as
tướng 4
well as
vàng,
waiting for
carry,
a bell
vừa sát
button to
thương,
not miss the
ra mục tiêu,
hottest new
ra mục tiêu với lại
information
là còn
about
hất
the
tung được
Reg
nữa,
season.
khá là bá.
Good luck to everyone climbing the rank. Hello and see you in the next
Rồi
videos.
Yasuo nó bị chó rồi. Đó, mọi người thấy không? Lóc chết cái con AF